Brian Norman Jr. and Jaron Boots Ennis. That seems to be the talk of the town right now, man. That appears to be the talk of the town. Now here's the thing. I was watching his sparring with that Albright dude. First of all, let me say this. I had no idea Brian Norman was that short. I always thought he was taller than that. I always looked at him like he was like 5'10". Like I always thought he was like Boots height, thought he was almost like close to like 5'10"-ish, Ryan Garcia height. Because in the ring, he looks taller than that. He looks taller than that. But he was short. I didn't know he was that short. I'm not sure exactly how tall Brian Norman is. I have to go check. He looked about a little bit taller than Tank in that spawn footage, man. Nonetheless, I want to touch on some things because I had made a video talking about who would win their fight. On one of my recent videos about who will be undisputed at 147, and I said I got Jaron Boots Ennis edging Brian Norman if they was to fight, and I based that on Boots looks like he may have the punch volume over Brian Norman. I could be wrong. It's all about the fight when you think about it, man. It's all about how you come at each fight. Boots will get in there and straight wash some dudes, and then he get in there and he might not let his hands go against other dudes because the power is bothering him. You never know. But a lot of people think Brian Norman Jr. is gonna get knocked out by Jaron Ennis. I don't think that's gonna happen. There's a few reasons why I don't believe that's gonna happen. I think the way to not get knocked out by Boots is to have some kind of movement, bro. The Chukazan fight kind of showed me some things when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? I know that's like one fight, but movement give anybody problems, bro. Brian Norman, he knows how to move, bro. He can move his feet. He's not just a stationary fighter. He can stand there with you. See, people don't see what I see. A lot of people don't see shit. Especially when it's like a fanboy. They see that in their own fighter. They don't see that in other fighters. You know what I'm saying? I look at that in Boots, and I see it in Brian Norman. Boots can stand there with you and bang. Boots can box. Brian Norman can box too. Yo, bro, Brian Norman growing on me, dog. He's growing on me, man. I watched him with that fight. Before the fight he had with Santian, I was a little on the fence with Brian Norman Jr. But then that fight with Santian was not no easy fucking fight, man. Santian could punch. And he's a dog, you know what I'm saying? And what I got from that was Brian Norman could dog it out. He got a good chin, and he knows how to move and place his punches, bro. And that rope game, Boots and Brian Norman, they both can fight off the ropes, man. But I think Brian Norman look a little bit more sharper on the ropes to me. I don't know, he just do. That's gonna be a hell of a fucking fight. He's not gonna knock out Brian Norman, dude. I don't think so, bro. Because Brian Norman knows how to move when he knows how to move. He knows how to move when he's supposed to move. He's not gonna stand there for too long. He gonna stand there and get his shit off with Boots. He's not gonna stand there and let Boots just punch on him like Royman Villa. No, Brian Norman is definitely more skilled than Royman Villa and some of other Boots opponents that he just faced. I be seeing comments, they be saying, yo, Brian Norman gets knocked out in 6. Brian Norman get knocked out in 5. No, what fight? No. Now, they both could punch, man. Brian Norman and Jaron Ennis could both punch. I think Brian Norman's power is more thudding. I think Boots' power was more choppy down power. So I think Brian Norman got more that, maybe that bud kind of one punch hurt you shit. I think Boots got the more, like the Errol Spence, let me break you the fuck down. And he could stun you with one punch too. Don't get it twisted with Boots, you know what I'm saying? But I want to see how both these dudes take each other power. This is going to be interesting when they fight, dude. That's why we need that fight now. We don't need no marination. Bro, they already champions. If they fight now, whoever wins is going to be big. He's going to be bigger. He's going to be unified. That's going to grow his popularity anyway. So what are we letting marinate? There's no real serious, like only fights that I would say let marinate is when it's real serious bad blood between two fighters. I don't see it where there's no serious bad blood between Brian Norman and Boots. So why are we letting it marinate, dude? Let's get that fight going, son. We need that, yo. We need that. You know what I'm saying? So he's not going. All that getting knocked out shit. I mean, it's boxing, son. He can knock him out. I don't see him getting knocked out. I think Brian Norman's movement is going to play a big part in that fight. He's going to know when to hit, when not to hit. He's a very patient fighter, too. I think he might have that over Boots, like the patience. I think he might have that over Boots, man. Because I saw Boots get a little overzealous against Chukasan, and he was kind of like missing some of his shots. I seen Brian Norman do that a few times, too, like throw a shot, miss, and throw him off balance and shit like that. But I've seen that with Boots more, man. I've seen Boots do that more. So to me, I think that's a 50-50 fight. I think it's gonna be a draw. I think if they fight, it's gonna be the first one gonna be a banger. It's gonna be a draw, and then they're gonna have a rematch. And I think Boots might outbox Brian Norman to the decision. You still got to see some more from Boots. I want to see some more from Boots and Brian Norman, but the way I'm seeing it, I got Boots maybe edging Brian Norman in a close split decision fight, bro. I just feel like it's gonna be very razor thin. It ain't gonna be no wash for Boots, bro. He's not gonna run over Brian Norman Jr., man. Even though I'm thinking that the rematch is gonna be a slight edge for Boots, that shit could go either way. You never know. You know what I mean? Just my opinion on it. I want to know what y'all think. But people saying he gonna spark Brian Norman Jr. He's not, bro. I don't see that. I don't think he's just gonna go in there and spark Brian Norman Jr. I don't see that happening. Just my take. Let me know what you think. It's your boy Rebel Like Boxing. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Thanks for all the support and the love. And I'll catch y'all later.